Welcome to another edition of Travs Talk. I'm Stephen Davis. I'm your host. We are joined this week by former Travs catcher Joseph Odom, who was with the Travs each of the last 2 years. Joe, thanks for taking some time with us. How you doing right now?
Yeah, doing good. Good to be here talking to you, talking a little baseball. But yeah, been good. Spent a lot of family time, but keeping the body ready. Waiting to hear that call and waiting to get going again.
Are you getting to do any baseball activities during the pandemic?
Yeah, before when it first started, we were pretty locked down here in Alabama, and so I bought a net and got the tee, doing a lot of home workouts and stuff like that, trying to still stay ready. And as of late, past couple of weeks, been able to get on the field and pretty much have my normal off-season routine and training, conditioning, everything. So ready to go.
All right, fantastic. All right, here on Travs Talk, we do a thing called 9 innings. We're going to go through 9 questions. We'll see where we go with them. We'll get to know you a little better and find out some good info. All right, sound good?
All right, sounds good.
All right, here we go. First question of 9 innings. You got your college degree finally. Take us through the process of that. Where'd you officially graduate from, and how much of a pain was it to get a degree completed while being a pro baseball player?
Yeah, so I did 3 years at Huntington College, a very small school in Montgomery, Alabama. Was drafted out of there and slowly focused mainly on professional baseball and was trying to pursue my dream, and which I continue to have. But I promised my mom on signing day when I was in my living room that I would finish my degree because I had 1 year left. And we ended up working through I was with the Braves, originally worked through their academic advisor, and he worked at the University of Alabama, which is 45 minutes down the road, and ended up kind of helping me transfer all my credits. So I walked across stage this past December at the University of Alabama. So roll tide.
Awesome. Congratulations. Hey, we loved having you with the Travs the last 2 years, and last season you picked up the Mayor nickname. You were the Travs Mayor of Little Rock, whatever they wanted to call you in the clubhouse. How did that come about, and how did it make you feel that the guys were giving you the nickname Mayor?
Yeah, I think it started off as a joke. I don't think it was a good one. I think it was, oh, you've been around so long, you might as well start buying property in Little Rock. But yeah, the fans, everyone there was in Little Rock's phenomenal. I enjoyed the guys a lot there too. So I was a little bit of one of the older guys, tried to be kind of one of the leaders at the position I'm at. And so yeah, just kind of took its course. I think it happened on one of the on-field interviews. They called me the Mayor, and then it kind of stuck from there. And that's kind of the title I've been given.
Hey, we love it. We love it. So one of the
not too bad though. I'll take it.
Yeah. One of the giveaways last year with the Travs was this nice little lunchbox with the number 5 on it. Looks like a Travs jersey. You were number 5, so it was dubbed the Mayor's Lunchbox for you, Mr. Odom. Have you used the Travs lunchbox with your number on it at any point this season?
I actually have not used it as a lunchbox, but I do remember I had various items in that when I'm traveling my life in a car from spring training and stuff. I have used that, and I believe we do have one at the house here somewhere. I think my mom uses it on the occasion. So
awesome. Yeah, let your mom use it. That's good stuff. Hey,
yeah, exactly.
2 years ago, 2018, you were the playoff hero for the Travs in the division series against Tulsa. Not 1, but 2 game-winning hits, 1 at home, I think 1 on the road, both 9th inning, if I remember right. How cool was that week for you at the plate?
Yeah, awesome. I pride myself in the defensive side of the ball. So when I get in those opportunities to try to affect the game with my bat and come through, it's super exciting. And I think the past couple of years, as fans know, the Tulsa Drillers and the Arkansas Travelers have kind of had a rivalry going. It's always been good games, and we're usually the top teams in the league. So to do it against them, and to do it at home, and that was on the road also, it's a lot of fun. So always playoff baseball is always fun.
I would think so. All right, let's talk about the defensive side and catching some of the arms the Travs had last year. I'm going to run through several names. Give me a quick 1 or 2 sentences of what stands out for you from catching these guys. Okay? All right, we'll start with Texas League Pitcher of the Year, Darren McCacken.
Super consistent, very laid back as a pitcher, but once he gets on the rubber, is very consistent, has a plan. Kind of a bulldog mentality, but yeah, very crafty. Can put the ball wherever he wants it, then he pitches and throws.
How about Justin Dunn?
Justin Dunn, super relaxed on the mound, loves to have a good time. Got a little bit of the flash for sure. Really good fastball, and his slider is a wipeout pitch.
Only with the Travs for a short time, but Justice Sheffield was really good with Arkansas.
Yeah, lefty killer. No one would want to stay in the box if you're left-handed. Very hardworking, consistent in what he does, and has multiple pitches, and his slider is absolutely disgusting.
How about one of the young guys who came up late in the year, Logan Gilbert?
Yeah, big guy, super quiet, but is an absolute flips the mode once he gets on the mound, flips the switch, will challenge you, go right at you. Pretty sure he could take out the whole side with just a fastball.
Nice. All right, let's go to the bullpen. That was a big strength for the Travs last year. A lot of different styles out there, and maybe the most extreme was the submariner, Jack Anderson.
Yeah, we call him the creature because of his unique delivery and stuff. He's got some quirks with his routine, and then also when he gets on the mound. But it was absolutely dominant for us. Really developed into a guy that could put the ball wherever he wanted. 2-pitch pitcher, and was very prepared.
How about Joey Gerber? He kind of exploded this year in spring training too.
Yeah, probably the most unorthodox guy we had in the bullpen. Literally, you saw him when he ran in from the bullpen. He was 110 miles an hour full go all the time. But yeah, absolutely electric fastball. It stays on the same plane, does not drop at all. It's like he defies gravity. Really, really good pitcher. He's going to have a very bright future.
All right, so you got a submariner in Anderson. You got the funky delivery with Gerber. You also had a side armor, Wyatt Mills.
Wyatt Mills, yeah. We call him the Dragon. So the Dragon and the Creature were kind of two alter egos they have. Pitched for Team USA, obviously, is disgusting stuff. So yeah, that was kind of part of. He's really good slider fastball combo. Part of our great bullpen was the fact that we had arm angles coming from every angle at you.
All right, two more relievers to get to. Sam Delaplane, who I think struck out everybody he faced.
Yeah, that was the rumor coming up, and then I think opening night he didn't disappoint. I think he had 5 or 6 strikeouts his first night, or 4, something like that. He's got, I think, one of the best sliders in our organization. Catching it is totally different than when you hit against it. Coming from spring training and having some at bats off him, it just disappears. Honestly, like it starts right in the zone, and then you just lose sight of it. So yeah, dominant.
Wrap things up with the guy who was the closer and made his big league debut last year, Art Warren.
Yeah, Art. Guys developed over the past 2 years, catching him for sure. He's really got a plan. He's really taking control of his body and his arm strength and everything, and really developed into knowing what kind of pitcher he was this year. Fastball, slider, curveball, could throw them all, was dominant. Before you knew it, every hitter was 0-2.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right, we're through 5 innings. Take a breath. Let's move on to the 6th inning here. You go to the mound all the time to talk to these guys. When the pitching coach goes out there, we need a good mound visit story. What's a good one from any point in your career?
Oh, man. I don't know. A lot of those are probably not family or friends.
Something family friendly, yes, please.
Yeah, as I say. I don't know. Woody is a character of his own, our pitching coach. Half the time he would get mad at me because I would run out there and be out there probably about 4 or 5 steps before him. And me and the pitcher would already have had our conversation, and he would literally come up to us walking away almost. And he would always be like, "Can you please wait and let me talk too?" So I think that was a very obvious occurrence that happened a lot. But more than anything, it's just usually pretty basic stuff. Hey, throw strikes. It's like, yeah, I'm trying. But other than that, yeah, it's just sometimes banter. Every guy's got their kind of own unique, humor or kind of how they react. Sometimes you kind of got to get into them and fire them up. Other guys, you got to be real timid. I know with guys like Delaplane or D-Mac, there'd be a lot of times I would run out there and wouldn't say a word. We would just look at each other and then just kind of run back, because those guys are professionals and they know what they have to do.
Awesome. Good stuff. A little psychology from the catcher. Love it. All right, 7th inning. We're going to go off the field for these last few here. You do a lot of road trips, bus, and sometimes plane now that you're in AAA. A lot of different food options if you get hungry on a road trip. What's your go-to road trip snack, whether you're in an airport or at a truck stop or wherever it is?
Yeah. Man, I'm trying to think. It all just depends on how good of a game or how bad of a game I had when we got on the bus, I think. I think the worst games is the junk food and it's like emotionally eating, trying to figure out how to get out of a slump. I'm a big I usually always had a Mountain Dew is kind of my go-to. So I would usually have one Mountain Dew and probably two waters to kind of hydrate after a game. But that and like maybe a Snickers. My favorite candy is peanut butter M&Ms. So if I find those, I maybe will try to grab those. But try to not snack as much as possible because those road trips are long, and that's a quick way to make the body hurt the next day.
Yeah, yeah. Small bag, not the big bag of the peanut M&M.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
There you go. All right. Favorite baseball movie? You're a baseball guy. What's the favorite baseball movie?
Yeah, I would say it's funny. I actually talked about this today with somebody. I think Bull Durham. I think that's like the most typical, like spot on. If you want to know what the minor leagues are like, that is the minor leagues, and that's about it. It hasn't changed much.
Awesome. All right. We've got all this free time now during the pandemic. Everybody's at home most of the time. Give us a good TV or reading recommendation. Send us out with that here in the ninth inning.
Okay. I just finished Money Heist on Netflix. It's a pretty good series. I'm trying to think of books wise. We're doing a book club. A couple of Mariners are doing a book club, and we're doing a lot of psychology based stuff. We're doing the inner game of tennis right now. We're going to have a voice call today. I think I can turn the camera around. My big thing that I've been doing lately has been puzzles.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So we've been crushing puzzles here and stuff. So, but yeah, that's kind of been our main thing. But yeah, so Netflix would be Money Heist, big recommendation. Really enjoyed it. Couple seasons, so it's long. And then we're reading the inner game of tennis right now. I'll let you know. I'm through chapter 3.
And get a puzzle with 1,000 pieces, really, if you're bored?
Yeah, I think it's a 750 Disney puzzle. So we're locking it in. Staying mentally sharp.
Good luck. Keep us posted on the puzzle, Joseph. Great to talk to you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the time, man.
Yeah, go Travs.
That's Travs Talk for this week. We'll be back next week with another edition.